Good afternoon all. Very happy to be here this afternoon to share a few ideas about smart metering. So why smart metering? Smart metering is obviously one of the very popular solutions of smart cities, to tackle the mega trends that municipalities are facing. And especially in India, the trend is the same. There are more and more pilots made of smart metering, and even in the energy supply, for the power supply industry, there is a recent government support to the implementation of smart meters funded by the energy tariff. So let me introduce Suez in a few words. So Suez is a partner of municipalities and industries for water management and solid waste management. And in terms of water management, our core expertise and historical expertise is management of water utilities, delegated management of water utilities. And nowadays, of course, an efficient water utility is also a digital water utility. So we are providing services and solutions to enable a digital water utility. And one of them is smart metering, but it's not the only one. So here you can see the footprint of smart metering and smart water utilities managed by Suez currently around the globe. So among those utilities, mainly in Europe, Suez has implemented its own solution for advanced metering infrastructure. The reason for that is that in the early 2000s, there was no available solution on the market for advanced metering infrastructure. So Suez has developed its own integrated solution that is deployed in most of the European countries, more than 4 million smart meters. And I would like here to stress that we are not trying to sell this solution across the globe, just for the simple reason that it is not possible, because this solution is based on a specific radio frequency that is free in Europe and that is not usable in most of the countries over the world. So here, to illustrate that operating smart meters has a cost. So smart meters are not only a matter of meters or telecommunication, it's also a matter of IT system, data analytics, data management, and a strong back office to extract the value for the service, to improve the service. Because the main purpose of implementing technologies like that is to be service-oriented, and if there is no value for the service, there is no meaning to implement such solution. Here, just the message is that there is an alliance of all industries contributing to smart metering, so meter manufacturers, telecommunications, SCADA industries, software industries that are associated to develop the most efficient solution for AMI. And this is the main challenge, is to enable long-range telecommunication, because there is less hardware and therefore less maintenance cost over the long time. So let's look into technologies. So traditional metering is mechanical metering. And I would like here to say that mechanical metering is perfect. It we can manage a very efficient water utility with mechanical meters and manual meter reading. Just to give you an example, there are many utilities in Germany that are using such kind of solutions, and they have 4% of non-revenue water. However, since the manpower cost is high in many countries, so the technology has offered the possibility to automatize the meter reading. So the most simple way is what is called here mobile reading. So it's, in other words, AMR, what we call AMR. So this is mainly to save manpower cost, reading costs. And of course, it also enables to collect a little more data. But that's not smart, actually. The real smart metering is the ability to collect nearly real-time data, and that's the only way to be able to extract the information from the data. For instance, if there is a leakage at the customer end, if the meter is blocked, if there is abnormal consumption, whatever. However, this AMI technology is quite complex. It's complex and therefore expensive to implement, expensive to maintain, and to be sustainable. So, in other words, it has to be a brick of a more global, comprehensive system contributing to the digital water operation or smart water operation. So here on this slide, you see it's AMI, it's a small brick of a whole that enables an efficient and digital water operation. AMI alone has a limited value. So now a few words on the business model. So as I already mentioned, AMI is expensive. It's an expensive investment. But also there are the telecommunication costs and the data management, so software and information system to manage the data. And all this has to be maintained over the time. So it's a huge cost. And in front of which we have to measure or to value the benefits. And it's not easy to get benefits. And that should be the criteria. If there are no benefits, it's useless. If there is a benefit, it's to be considered. So now I put a few case studies. So our eldest reference is Malta Island, where we have 250,000 smart meters running for more than 12 years now. They are mechanical meters, and it's working all well. And the purpose was to water conservation. In Paris, we have an ongoing almost 100,000 meters. Here, it's a very advanced technology with non-mechanical meters, long-range AMI, and expected 15 years of lifetime. This is done in cooperation with a meter manufacturer. Similar kind in Barcelona. And the last one is to illustrate what was mentioned previously, is in Singapore, the data from AMI, here they call it AMR, but it's AMI actually, the data analytics enables to engage customers to change their behavior of water consumption. And the purpose of Singapore government is to promote, of course, water conservation. So now, to summarize, let me share a few suggestions. First of all, implementing AMR or AMI actually is a matter of timing. what is the right timing for a water utility to go for AMI. It has to be in line with the global objectives of the municipality and the current level of service of the system. It has to be part of a kind of digital roadmap, and there have to be benefits. And in order to assess the benefits, long-term total cost of ownership has to be considered. Then, in terms of technology, there is no one unique standard solution. Technologies have to be adjusted to the context because they have to be affordable compared to the water tariff. And another point is telecommunication. As per our experience, it's very difficult to find a telecommunication network that is affordable on the market. So the best way today is to have a dedicated telecommunication networks for the water utility. And finally, information system and data analytics are a very important part of a smart metering project, and those costs and constraints have to be considered very carefully. That's it, a little over time, but thank you for your attention.